Welcome back to Business Office Specialist. In today's video, we're going to look at some shortcut keys that are designed to save you time on your assignments and tasks that you're doing inside of the Google Suite apps. A shortcut key is a combination of keys that, when pressed at the same time, perform some predefined action or task. Shortcut keys can be a lot faster for you to use because you don't have to lift your hands off of the keyboard to grab the mouse and navigate it around the screen to find some kind of button or icon that does the same task. Now, as we go through the shortcut keys today, don't be surprised if many of them seem familiar to you. Google uses a lot of universal shortcut keys that many other programs also use, so you may recognize several of them. To help us become more familiar with these shortcut keys, we're going to look at a document today called Google Shortcuts. If you're taking my Canvas course, you'll find a copy link for this document in the Canvas assignment. Or you can also find a link to that same document at the bottom of the description on this YouTube video. Now, if you're watching our previous video on navigating Google Drive and you are following along, you may have already copied this Google Shortcuts document into your Google Drive in your Boss folder. If you haven't done that and you want some help, I recommend going back to that video and watching it again to get step-by-step instructions on how to get this Google Shortcuts document into your Boss folder. So I've got mine here in front of me, and I'm going to double-click on it to open it up. Remember that when you open a document in Google Drive, it's going to open a new tab in your web browser to house that document. So the Google Shortcuts document is going to introduce us to a few of the more commonly used shortcuts in the Google Suite of apps. How this document works is each shortcut has two lines to it. The first line introduces the name of the shortcut and the keys that have to be pressed together in order to make the shortcut work. And it also gives us a description of the shortcut. The second line is designed to allow you to practice using that shortcut so that you get a feel for what it does. So let's take a look at a few of these together. The first one on our list is copy. Copy's shortcut keys are Control and C, meaning that you have to press the Control button at the bottom of your keyboard and the C key at the same time in order to copy. Copying allows you to duplicate a selection of text to put it someplace else. Now, if we want to practice this, the second line says triple-click on this line to select the entire line, then press Control plus C to copy this line. Now, that's another shortcut as well that we might as well introduce while we're here. In any of the Google Suite and many Office programs as well, when you click with your mouse one time, it will move your mouse to that location. If you double-click with your mouse, meaning that you click two times very quickly, it will highlight the entire word. And then you can edit that word all at once. If you triple-click, meaning you click three times very quickly, it will highlight an entire section of text. In this case, the first paragraph. So, single-clicking moves your mouse to a specific location, double-clicking highlights a word, triple-clicking will highlight the entire section. So in this case, we want to highlight the entire bottom line all at once. So we're going to move our mouse down and triple-click, click three times very quickly on the bottom line, and then we're going to press Control and the C key at the same time to copy that line. So now that line is copied. Let's look at one more together. The next one is paste. Paste's shortcut keys are Control and V. Now, why they chose V for paste, I don't know. P was already taken, and I guess V is right next to C, so it kind of makes sense. But V is your shortcut for paste. Paste takes anything that you have copied or cut, like the line that we just copied above, and places it where your insertion point is. The insertion point meaning your mouse. So the second line says place your insertion point right below this line and press Control V to paste the text from above. So let's practice this. We're going to click right below the second line for paste to move our mouse or insertion point there. And then we're going to press Control and V at the same time. And it pastes that line we copied from the copy example into the paste example. So now we've just seen how Control C, copy, and Control V, paste work inside of Google Docs, one of the Google Suite apps. Now, if you'd like to, I encourage you to go through and practice all of the other shortcuts that are available in this document. Remember that the first line of each shortcut explains the name of the shortcut, the keys you need to press to make it work, and a description of what it does. And then the following lines will have instructions on how to practice using that shortcut. Now, these are just a few of the more commonly used shortcuts. If you want to learn all of the available shortcuts that are inside of the Google Suite, you can go to the Help menu, which is found on the menu ribbon at the very top, click Help, and go all the way to the bottom of the Help menu to Keyboard Shortcuts. Or you could also press Control and the /. And this gives you a full list of all of the different shortcut keys that are available. So if there's a task that you're doing inside of Google Docs or Google Sheets or any of the other Google Suite apps that you feel like you're doing a lot and you're thinking, there's got to be a faster way to do that, look through this list of shortcuts and you may be surprised that there is a shortcut key that will speed up that process so that you don't always have to grab the mouse and click. So in today's video, we got introduced to what a shortcut key is and learned a few of the commonly used shortcuts in Google Suite, as well as where to go in the menus to find the full list of shortcut keys if you'd like to learn more. To learn more tools and features in the Google Suite family of apps, check out more of my videos on YouTube or visit ToriNorman.com.